Two earthquakes with magnitudes above 5.0 on the Richter scale jolted Lombok Island, Indonesia this evening. According to Indonesian Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysical Agency, the first quake with a magnitude of 5.8 on the Richter scale took place at 7 minutes past 2 p.m. Western Indonesia time, and the epicenter was 24 kilometers northeast of East Lombok to West Nusa Tenggara. The second earthquake followed 2 minutes later, measuring 5.2 on the Richter scale, with the epicenter 7 kilometers northwest of East Lombok to West Nusa Tenggara. The earthquake was felt in North Lombok, Central Lombok, West Lombok and all the way to Denpasar in Bali. Fortunately, there was no threat of tsunami reported, and so far there were no reports of the quake's impact on residents and their villages. Flash floods in Indonesia's eastern Papua province have killed at least 50 people. According to National Disaster Agency spokesman Sutopo Purwonugroho, the floods in Sentani on Saturday were triggered by torrential rain and landslides, leaving some 59 people injured and dozens of homes damaged by floodwaters. Nugroho said the number of casualties and impact of the disaster will likely increase as search and rescue teams are still trying to evacuate people from hard-hit area. Meanwhile, Doyo was one of the most affected areas when it was reported that a housing complex was littered with huge rocks believed to have rolled down from a nearby mountain. Tents have been set up in Sentani to take in flood victims and treat the wounded. Hundreds of thousands of Thai voters have been eager to cast an early ballot a week before the country's first election in 8 years. Crowding into schools, parking lots and temples on Sunday, more than 2.3 million Thais are expected to vote before the official March 24th poll date. More than 51 million Thais are eligible to vote in the election, which will be held under a new military scripted constitution. Analysts say the new electoral system favors the army-aligned party fronted by junta leader Prayut Chan-o-cha, who is running to be civilian prime minister after a government is formed. And that's the end of the World News at 8. I'm Syara Abang Mansor for TV Sarawak. Thank you for watching.